Greetings everybody, Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is on this Gretsch USA custom drum kit in a beautiful River Cypress finish. Let's go. Gretsch USA Custom. Really, what is there to say other than that? These drums are truly wonderful. They sound great, they play so beautifully under the hands. You get a great vibe from these drums, and that's because of a lot of things. Let's talk about the history first. They've been making Gretsch USA drums for about 65 years. The shell recipe, the design, the edge, the inside, the silver sealer on the inside, I'm going to show you all of that stuff here in just a second, has been the same since back then. So it hasn't changed, and that's for good reason, because of the sound. Now, arguably, Gretsch USA Custom are probably the most recorded drums of all time. So many great, iconic drummers have used Gretsch drums in the studio, even if they were endorsed by another brand, because they work so well in the studio. You can get all kinds of sounds out of these drum kits, depending on the head combination, and they work in any kind of style of music. Out of the box, these drums come outfitted with Gretsch permatone drum heads made by Remo. It's basically a Remo Ambassador, coated Ambassador head, so you get a nice, wide open, clear sound right out of the box. This shell pack comes like this. You get a 8 by 12 inch rack tom, a 16 by 16 inch floor tom, a 6.5 by 14 inch matching snare, which is cool, and a 16 by 22 inch kick drum. Before I play these drums, let's talk about the shell construction. Iconic shell recipe, gumwood and maple. It's been like that for a long time. 6 plies thick, and you have a perfect 30-degree bearing edge on the outside of the drum, so kind of a rounded over bearing edge. That's why you get this nice sort of warm, punchy tone out of the maple and gumwood. Let's play these toms with the snare wires off. Here we go. beautiful, wide open, resonant tone. Let me put the snare wires on, do the same thing. Here we go. Just sounds great. And again, different head combinations will really warm up this drum kit, give it totally different flavors. We have a Gretsch USA Custom in Sweetwater Studios we use all the time. These drums work great with double ply heads like Emperors, Pinstripes, Super 2s, G2s. All of those kinds of things really warm up the sound, give it even more of a fatter tone because you can tune it down even lower. Now let's get to the snare drum. Shell packs don't often come with matching snare drums, but this one does. This is a 6.5 by 14. Beautiful tone. I'll have the snare wires off, then I'll turn them back on while I'm playing the drum. Here we go. Another great thing about this snare, and with all the drums, is that they come with die-cast hoops all around. Now, die-cast hoops give great tone and resonance to the drums, but also on your snare drum, to be specific, you get a killer side stick sound with die-cast hoop. Check it out. Turn your stick around, get the butt of the stick, and go for it. Nice and loud. Now onto the kick drum, again 16 by 22. I have a hole in the front head and just a tiny bit of dampening on the inside, touching the resonant and the batter head. The batter side has a Gretsch permatone coated head, sort of like a power stroke. Get a nice kind of warm tone from this head. I have a DW 9000 double pedal and I'm using the plastic side of the beater to start off with. I'll turn around and hit it with the felt side as well. But right now to start off with, snare wires off, plastic side of the beater, here we go. Here's the felt side. Now, it's not a huge difference between the felt and the plastic side, but there is a little bit of a snap that goes away when you hit it with the felt side of the beater. Another great sound you can easily get with this kick drum is get a head on the resonant side that does not have a hole. Don't put any dampening at all. Get a nice round felt beater for your kick drum pedal. Crank it up high and you'll have a great sounding jazz kick drum. But for now, let me turn the snare wires on and kick this kick drum some more for you. Here we go. Yeah, it's punchy, it's got low end, it's really focused, it's a very nice sounding kick drum. All right, let me put all of these drums together now with these beautiful Sabian cymbals. Here we go. So much fun, so much inspiration from these drums. They really are very cool. Now let's get into the construction, talk about the hardware. Again, these are 6-ply maple and gumwood shells, 30-degree bearing edge, Gretsch's silver sealer on the inside, and these beautiful die-cast hoops all around. Classic Gretsch lugs all around. And now this is an old school setup, which I really love. You know, there's a lot of great tom mounting systems out there in the world today, a lot of really cool advancements in the technology of how you mount your toms. But this drum kit harkens back to the old days, the tom mount right on the drum shell. Old school, and it sounds amazing. There's plenty of resonance in this drum. And the tom is mounted directly on the kick drum. Come on now, old school, baby. Beautiful floor tom legs, great kick drum spurs. This drum kit is fantastic all the way around. Let me quickly take you through the throw off and strainer on this Gretsch snare drum. It's been around for a while and it's super easy to use. Want your snare wires taken off? Just pull back, flip it back on, you're good to go. On the other side is where you adjust your snare wire tension. This drum comes with fat 40-strand snare wires, so you get a nice big beefy sound with so many snare wires on the bottom. And again, it's a beautiful sounding snare drum. Just a couple other cool things to mention about this Gretsch kit that are uniquely Gretsch. First thing is 5 lugs on the rack tom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That just leaves more room for the shell to do its thing, less metal on the drum. And it's just a really cool thing. You get 8 lugs on the floor tom. And finally, let's talk about the finish on this drum kit. Absolutely gorgeous River Cypress. They found this wood. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but Gretsch works with DW now. And John Good, he's just the master drum builder. He, has a way of finding wood all over the world. They found this River Cypress in the South Carolina River Basin. It was probably buried under the muck for 200,000 years, who knows? But it's sitting there. They found it, pulled it out of the mud, cleaned it off, decided to make this gorgeous drum kit. Look at that finish. It is absolutely beautiful. There's actually a little bit of a fade, so it sort of gets darker towards the edge of the shell. Gorgeous drum kit, nitrocellulose lacquer, which is a great Gretsch thing that's been around forever as well, so you get this beautiful shine on this gorgeous wood drum shell. I want to encourage you to check out the links below this video. I have a lot of other great gear to show off these beautiful Gretsch drums. Some DPA microphones, Telefunken, Audio-Technica microphones all around, the Apollos back here, these beautiful Sabian cymbals, lots of great gear. Oh, these Vincent drumsticks, beautiful stuff to make these drums sound great. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Gretsch USA Custom Drum Kit in this beautiful River Cypress finish. There's only 30 of these drum kits in the world. They're not gonna last long. So if you're ready to step up into the upper echelon of drums to kind of get the best of the best, the creme de la creme, all of those things, then I highly encourage you to check out this Gretsch drum kit or any Gretsch USA Custom Drum Kit because they're great for a reason and they've been around for a long time. You're gonna have a kit that will last you a lifetime. If you want any more information about this Gretsch product or any other Gretsch product, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. I'm gonna play this drum kit some more because it is so much fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click right here for more videos just like this one, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.